All right, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all having a great day. We're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about Nemesis Meliodas and his banner and what you should do if you actually are going to hit 900, how you should be using your gems, should you be saving, should you keep summoning, all that good stuff. Now, this is my personal opinion. This is not law. But this is just how I kind of play gotchas in a way, so you kind of get a little bit of an insight. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop a like, hit the subscribe button. It would greatly help, and I would appreciate it all the same. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's just jump right in. All right, so we got Nemesis Meliodas, right? He's a fantastic unit, absolutely bonkers, very strong PvP unit, but also a very strong PvE unit too, right? Very happy with the way they handled this guy. I don't feel like he's overly broken, but at the same time I definitely do feel like he is broken. So but anyway, about his banner. So if you actually summoned on his banner and you ended up going to pity for him to get him 1 out of 6, I would say I don't think it'd be wise to chase another copy. Here's the thing: if you're a newer player, you can definitely do that because you have the gems and the resources to do it. However, if you are a returning player, maybe you finished out most of the story before you quit, or maybe you finished the story before you quit, right? I don't know if it would be the smartest decision to keep going. And the reason I say that is because we are still going to get a part 2 for the anniversary. Now, if you know, this is coming from the grapevine, if the if the rumors are true and we are getting a part 2 Chandler for the anniversary, he definitely is going to be a support for Meliodas, if anything, right? So just keep that in mind. We do have a part 2 banner coming up, but also it probably would be wise to Meliodas is very strong. Even at 1 out of 6, he is still very strong. You know, when it comes to PvP and gotchas, duplicates are always, no matter what, are going hands down, are going to be stronger than just a single copy. It does not matter. I don't care what anyone says. That's just how it is with PvP gotcha games, right? No matter what, if you get even if you get one dupe, literally, if you get one dupe from Meliodas, he becomes a different. He literally becomes a different character. So this is him 1 out of 6. 2 out of 6, he gets assault mode. Boom, he's a different character, right? And then also assault mode gets stronger at 2 out of 6 instead of 30%. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, you can't actually see it. Okay, we'll go to mine, and then I'll go back to the banner. Okay, a little bit of a side tangent. But again, even if you get him at 2 out of 6, he's a completely different character because of the fact that assault mode becomes 50% instead of 30%. So it's very strong, right? Though that's what I'm talking about. Duplicates and PvP gotcha games are, no matter what, going to be strong. If it's just a strictly PvE, it doesn't, dupes, you know, they matter, but it's not the end of the world because it's a PvE. Anyway, going back to the original discussion. So if you manage to get him 1 out of 6, or 2 out of 6 at the at the most, that's still good, right? 3 out of 6 is probably the sweet spot, but 2 out of 6 is where I would definitely say to stop. 1 out of 6, if you want to chase that one extra copy, I get it. Maybe you got a few extra gems, maybe you want to buy a bundle here or two, that's fine. But overall, I would definitely say if you already have one copy, it probably would be the wisest decision to just stop, right? Just go ahead and stop. Now let's look at his banner. So it is a 7% banner. Funny enough, I haven't seen a lot of people say they've gotten shafted from this banner, which I'm like, how? But it is possible, right? I don't want to say how, because it definitely is possible, even with 7%, to get shafted. And, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's rates. It's a gotcha game. It's luck based. And, you what are you gonna do? You're gonna throw up your hands and say you got that, right? You got that in that marble. But the banner itself is very good, very strong. Chasing a specific unit is going to be very tough because of the fact that there are so many SSR units on the banner. I don't think it would be smart to chase units on this banner. Like, if you need a Nazi, like a Nazians, I don't think it'd be smart to chase him on this banner. Or if you need a bond, right, blue bond or Gojo bond, I don't think it would be smart to chase him on this banner strictly because of how difficult it's gonna be to get a single SSR that you need. It's gonna be super tough. What I would say again, if you're chasing just one copy of Meliodas, to go to the pity, the 900 pity. If you get him before 900 pity, let's say you get him in between the step ups, or not the step up, but the mileage. It's up to you at that point whether or not you actually do want to keep summoning. I'm not, again, I think 1 out of 6 is fine for everyone if you got him. For PvP, you might be like, oh, I need him 2 out of 6 at the very least. Like, you know, go ahead and chase that duplicate, but I would say just stop if you get him at 1 out of 6. All right, so then we go ahead and we look at the festivals that are on here. Very strong. I did want Scald. I did not get her, but I'm not summoning on the banner because I already have him 2 out of 6. But I did want Scald. I did want the Demon King. I did want, who else did I want? Oh, I did want Melly Ellie because of collection purpose. I know they're not like the best, but just to have them, right? That would have been cool. But again, this has so many SSRs. You're gonna end up getting probably like not, I don't want to say a majority of these units, but you're gonna probably chasing that 900 pity. You're probably gonna end up getting a few that you really want, especially if you're a newer player. Like this banner for new players, it's I mean, is there even a better banner in Grand Cross history than this for new players? I don't think so. I like, genuinely, I don't think there's a better premium banner ever for newer players other than this one, because of the fact that it's 7%. You have all of these good, you know, festival units. You have a ton of SSRs that you can pull. Oh, I did want this Tristan. Damn. Mainly for Belmoth. I did want this Tristan mainly just for Belmoth, but yeah, you're gonna pull quite a few SSRs from this banner. It might not be who you want, but at the very least, it's, you know, they're decent units, most of them, right? Roxy becomes an LR. I can never remember the Elaine that becomes an LR. Is this the one? I think this is the LR Elaine. So this Elaine becomes an LR. You have Nazians, you have Easton. This Easton is a really good backline support for humans, right? Very strong. Green tier for demonic beast battle. Just an absolute dog. You have Berserk Meliodas, a very strong demon. I know there's Nemesis Meliodas right now, but you know, you can still use them, right? You definitely can still use them for PvE. You have this Gelda who, you know, I definitely seen people use her. So you have the Gelda. This isn't hell. This isn't the. Oh, it is. Okay, so this is right. Is this the? I don't even know if this is the. I'm pretty sure this is the hell that people have been using. Green Repulse of Souls Hell. She's very strong. Obviously, Gojo Bond. Gojo Bond is very good. Don't know about Loki. Right, Loki. I'm not too sure about him, but Esterosa can be used, you know, as a demon ally. You can usually pick him. Who else is like very strong that I know of? Jormungand. Oh, Blue Valentia. I'm pretty sure I passed her. Did I? Oh, maybe I didn't. Jormungand, she's very good for demonic beast. For the rat, she's good. Valenti, there you go. Blue Valenti, very good for the rat as well. There's just so many good SSR units on this banner, man. Like there really is. I can't believe how many. I just can't believe how many SSRs are even on the banner. Like, this is crazy. And then 300, 600, you get to pull them or get a random one. That's super good. But another reason why, at the very minimum, you should go to 777, because you do get this legendary box because you have the LR selection jewel. Now, it is a very limited list, to be fair. And those sneaky sons of bitches at Netmarble buffed LR characters after the poll was done. So people already voted on the poll, but then they buffed certain units after the vote was finished. So can you imagine if instead of Blue Zeldris there was Green Escanor, instead of Lilia it was like Queen Deanne, or instead of, I don't know, Helbram, it was instead of Helbram, it was, what's the Green Merlin, Green Lolly Merlin. Can you imagine if this banner was that stacked, right? Like that would be so crazy. Or you get legendary seals, right? So all in all, what would I say to wrap it up? I would say if you already have a 1 out of 6 and it took you to get to pity to pull him, I would say stop. If you got him 1 out of 6 before pity and you're really close to reaching it, you know, it wouldn't be a bad choice to get to 900 to get him 2 out of 6, right? But you could stop. You could stop and save for the next major banner, for Chandler, if the leaks are true for part 2, right? You definitely could. I think it would be smart to stop and save, maybe hold off and wait to see, oh, is it Chandler? It could, you know, maybe the leaks are wrong and it could be Zeldris, right? It could, you know, I don't know. You never know. But again, all in all, 1 out of 6, I would say stop. And if you are close to reaching pity and you already pulled them and you're like, I want to get the 2 out of 6, you know, go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna wrap up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, if you've been enjoying this 7th year anniversary. I will say I've been enjoying it a lot as a player coming back to the game. I definitely think they've been making strides to make it very good. But all right, I'm gonna wrap up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And yeah, I will see you later.